What's going on, everybody? Reed Canero here, and today I am going to be doing my Royal Rumble predictions. The upcoming Royal Rumble. It'll be here in well, technically a day, but really 2 days. By the time this video is up, it'll probably be a day. But I'm gonna be predicting the Royal Rumble. Royal Rumbles have always been one of my favorite pay-per-views. The excitement factor, surprise factor, all of that has always been just really intriguing for wrestling fans like myself. I'll discuss it a little more once we get to it, but especially this year, it just feels so... There's not really like a definitive winner, someone who without a doubt is going to win. There's not like a clear path on a wrestler winning like it has been in the last previous years. It was kind of obvious Cody was going to win last year, in the year before that. And I'll be honest, I didn't watch wrestling the year before that. It's not coming to me who did win that Rumble, or the past couple of Rumbles. But I remember when I watched in 2014, Roman Reigns won. That was a little obvious. I think it was 2014. It was whenever he challenged Brock at 31. WrestleMania 31. Like, it was obvious. Like, the Royal Rumbles that I have been watching, or the Royal Rumbles I do remember watching, have always been just like, I knew it was going to win. But everything else, no. But I'll get more into that, who I think is going to win, what possibilities I see on whoever is going to win. And we'll go from there. But first, we're going to start right quick. There's only 4 matches on the card, 2 of those being the Royal Rumble, which I don't remember for last year, but I feel like that is like small as far as matches go. I think last year had a lot more. But eventually they're going to go to 2 nights with the Rumble, which is going to be interesting. If they can knock it out of the park, then hey, they can knock it out of the park. Well, let's start with the first match. It'll be for the WWE SmackDown Tag Team Championships. DIY versus Motor City Machine Guns in a 2 out of 3 falls match. And that's what makes this just such a better match, is the fact that it's going to be a 2 out of 3 falls match. Because this match is going to last a while. There's going to be some good moments. There's going to be great moments, actually, because both teams, all 4 wrestlers, are incredible. Their ring talent is undeniable. And I feel like the chemistry between the two is just going to be incredible, especially for a 2 out of 3 falls match. Who I feel like is going to win, I feel like DIY is going to find a way to retain, and I feel like they're going to do it in a cheating fashion. Because they're heels, they're bad guys. They want to really solidify being bad guys. And I feel like DIY might also just be tag champions until WrestleMania comes around. Because, I mean, you want them on the WrestleMania card. They're great wrestlers. They're outstanding. They're, like, awesome. So I see them retaining, but I also just see this being probably match of the night. I could give it contention for match of the night. Honestly, for match of the year, I could really give it match of the year. And, of course, I mean, we're fucking 1 month into the year. But I do think that this is just going to be an outstanding match with high stakes. There's going to be close kickouts. But yeah, I think DIY is going to find a way to retain with titles. All right, our next match is going to be Cody Rhodes versus Kevin Owens in a ladder match for the undisputed WWE Championship. Honestly, I think the storyline of this is pretty cool. I think Kevin Owens kind of being delusional and having the old wing title from back in the day, which is a cool addition, because that's like one of the best titles that WWE has ever produced. But the fact that he thought he won, which I can kind of understand it because of the bullshit that happened with the match they had before. But the fact that, like, he's kind of delusional, and the fact that, like, he thinks he's the champion and he has the old champion, like, I don't love it as much as I feel like I really would want to love it. But, you know, it is what it is. As far as the match goes, I don't see Kevin Owens winning. I really, really don't see Kevin Owens winning. Cody Rhodes is going to be champion all the way until fucking Mania. I really hope that Cody Rhodes doesn't defend the title at the next pay-per-view, which would be the Elimination Chamber, because it just wouldn't make sense to have him lose the title until WrestleMania. You built a degree of the championship to be amazing, be so good, for Roman holding it for fucking 8 years, what it feels like. Had Cody Rhodes finally have to win 2 Royal Rumbles. Like, throwing that title on Kevin Owens kind of diminishes the title instantly, right then and there, because I don't think Kevin Owens is worthy of a championship of that caliber. So I see Cody Rhodes definitely winning. Will we have an interference of any kind of sorts? I could see Randy Orton maybe making a return. If he doesn't return in this match, I definitely see him returning in the Rumble, but we'll get to that part. But yeah. Mr. Kevin's just, he's not going to win this, unfortunately. I got Cody Rhodes winning it, and that's pretty locked, if you ask me. I could probably sell my house or put my house up for sale for that kind of shit. I just don't see it happening. I really just do not see it happening. And next, we have the Women's Royal Rumble match, which, if we remember last year, the Women's Royal Rumble match was kind of so... Not kind of. It was so much better than the men's. Not saying that the men's was bad, but just the men's was predictable. The women's was kind of predictable as well. You could kind of see it going either way, whichever way. You just knew whoever was going to win the Royal Rumble was going to go for Roman. They're going to go for Roman. So it was just kind of destined that Cody Rhodes was going to do it because Cody Rhodes got to finish the story, you know? And the women's was just kind of up in the air because if I do remember, it was Rhea Ripley and Io Sky were the champions. And then, Io Sky and Damage Control all had a kind of thing against Bayley, and they were building on that, and it was just destined that Bayley was going to win it. But this year, I kind of don't see a really clear winner that is obvious, because I feel like a lot of these other, a lot of them are going to be rather obvious. Well, the people who have declared for it, and of course, there's going to be, some other women wrestlers like Bayley, Liv Morgan, Bianca Belair, Naomi, Nia Jax, Charlotte Flair, which is interesting. I kind of wish she made it a surprise. Like, it's going to be obvious she was going to return, but just saying, like, oh, I'm going to be at the Royal Rumble. It's just kind of, I don't know, anticlimactic. Like, you would kind of want a pop of that. But now that everybody knows that you're going to be there, it's like, okay, heck yeah, we'll see you there. But yeah. Lyra Valkyria, Ivy Nile, Raquel Rodriguez, and Io Sky. The reason I had the pause on Io Sky is because I think Io Sky is going to win the Royal Rumble this year. I really, really, really feel like she will. Io Sky is incredible. She is such a great wrestler, and she's kind of just been pushed on the side. She had some of her moments. She had some high points, but she needs to be back in the title picture so bad. She's such a great wrestler. She's so entertaining, dude. I really think they're gonna give it to Io Sky. Now, anybody else that I feel like could make a win, what's her face? Becky Lynch will probably return as well. I could see a world where Becky Lynch wins as well. Do I like that idea? Not too much, but I can see it going to yeah, I guess I could definitely. I'd be kind of mad if Charlotte won. I don't know. She just hasn't been here for a while, and then she makes a return, and then she automatically, gets the title shot. And, you get the title shot when you win the Rumble, but does she really have it in her, kayfabe-wise, to be gone for so long, and then come back at the Rumble and win it? I don't think so. I really don't think so. Honestly, you know how sick it would be if Lyra Valkyria won? She's the Intercontinental Champion, and she's going in challenging. No, I take that back. Just because, if you have her with the, winning the Rumble, you're going to get the whole push, and I feel like Lyra Valkyria kind of does need a push like that. Even though she is the Women's Intercontinental Champion, she's already getting that kind of push. You would have to kind of do a title for title. I just don't think it'd kind of be fair to have, let's say she goes after fucking Rhea Ripley and she loses, right? I don't know, like it just kind of diminishes her, not too much, but no, I don't know. If she wasn't champion, I probably would be a lot more keen on it, but no, I don't think I would do it. Definitely Io Sky. I feel like Io Sky is going to walk out the winner of the Royal Rumble. Now, as far as returns go, and I'm going to talk about returns with the men's as well. I could see definitely, I could see AJ Lee coming back, and I'm gonna lose my shit whenever that happens. Potentially, I could also see an Alexa Bliss return. I could see a Gail Kim surprise show up, a Kelly show up. A Natalia show up. Natalia is in the 2020s. It's just not that interesting anymore. I feel like Io Sky is gonna win, and that's gonna be my pick. Is Io Sky. All right. And now this is when it gets just kind of shaky. The men's Royal Rumble, which again I genuinely do not see a clear definitive winner with this one. I really don't. These are the people who has confirmed for the Rumble. And this is being recorded before SmackDown. So there might be some other contestants that are going to declare. I don't feel like any of them are going to be real big declaring that will shift my opinion, honestly. Because I kind of want to build it up. But this is going to be stacked, man. John Cena, Roman Reigns, CM Punk, Seth freaking Rollins, Drew McIntyre, Sami Zayn, Shinsuke Nakamura, Logan Paul, Jey Uso, Penta, Braun Breaker, Chad Gable, and Rey Mysterio. We can go ahead and throw out. Let me just do this. I'll throw out people who I definitely do not see a world that will win the Rumble. No shot. Absolutely no shot could win the Rumble. That's going to be Rey Mysterio, unfortunately. Love him. Legend. Just not going to win the Rumble. Chad Gable doesn't really have that push to do it just yet. Braun Breaker, Intercontinental Champion. Kind of the similar situation with Lyra Valkyria. Penta, just way too early in his career. He had 2 matches so far. I don't think he needs to fucking win the Rumble. It makes sense. Logan Paul is definitely not going to fucking win it. But genuinely, like, everybody else that I did name has, like, a obviously kind of storyline to win it. You know what I mean? I'll save him for last, but Jey Uso. He just really needs a fucking main event push. And yeah, he's main event Jey Uso, but in about all his title matches, I believe he's had 5 so far, has all been just losses. And not even losses, like majority of them clean losses, except the one he had with Roman Reigns about 2 years ago at this point. Sami Zayn? I don't think Sami Zayn's won a Royal Rumble, and he is one of the most beloved superstars, as long with Jey Uso as well. You'd want him to go against Cody Rhodes, I'd imagine. I mean, you honestly could have him go against Gunther, because yeah, they've already had the world title match last year at... I can't remember the pay-per-view. But Gunther was able to retain in a convenient fashion. But it would be just kind of a full circle to have Sami Zayn win the championship off of Gunther at Mania after last year ending the streak of his championship reign as IC champion. It would be cool. But I also just don't feel like Sami Zayn really has that push to do it either. And I just really wouldn't want to see him go against Cody Rhodes. But hey, who knows? Drew McIntyre. He's done it before. I feel like he definitely can do it again. I don't see a possibility that he won't. And go against Gunther. Or go against Cody Rhodes. Both of those would be incredible. Both of those would be good. Drew McIntyre needs his world championship moment at Mania. Yeah, he won it last year, but he was champion for 5 minutes. Damian Priest catches him. He needs his moment. He's kind of being shelled upon in the WWE. He's having great storylines. He's probably had his best years in the WWE these last 2 years than he's ever had. Definitely last year with the feud with CM Punk. Even though he lost, it still built him to be a good or a great wrestler. Seth freaking Rollins, like, he does have the odds to win, but I don't know. I'm just not too keen, especially as his injuries. Like, he's a injury riddled wrestler. He gets hurt a lot. His knees just aren't the same. Who's gonna, like, he'll win the Rumble and then have a match at Elimination Chamber, hurt himself, and probably can't even participate in the WrestleMania. As much as, let's just say Seth Rollins is just, as healthy as can be, he will never get hurt. He could challenge either, I feel like either Gunther or Cody Rhodes would be an outstanding match. Cody Rhodes debuted at WrestleMania 37, 38, one of the two. The one that had Stone Cold and Kevin Owens, that one. I think that was 38, maybe. But to have a rematch of that incredible match for the championship, for the main event, would be pretty cool. I'd be down for that. I would be down for that. But the injuries just kind of throw me off. I could see it, but it just really, really throws me off. CM Punk. Putting my biasy to the side, a CM Punk. I don't know if CM Punk needs to get the title at Mania. But I could see a world where they definitely do it, especially him going against Cody Rhodes. And WWE knows exactly what they're doing. They're not mentioning it, but the whole AEW situation, Cody Rhodes made AEW, then you had Mr. CM Punk. Hey, I like wrestling. I want to join AEW. He joins AEW that's ran by Cody Rhodes, and Cody Rhodes is like, okay, this isn't my company anymore, but I'm still going to wrestle in it. And then he ends up leaving, comes to WWE. Punk stays in AEW, and then they come back. And they're both doing their own thing on WWE. But they wouldn't have been those star-level players as of right now if it wasn't for their tension or tincture in AEW. And that's Cody Rhodes' doings. You wouldn't have CM Punk right now if it wasn't for Cody Rhodes. You know what I mean? And it just would be a full circle, and I feel like it would be a really, really good match. But you could have just Punk win it and not win the championship and still give us a really, really damn good match for the main event. Because I feel like they definitely could. Definitely could. And CM Punk going against Gunther, I'm not too keen on that, honestly. I feel like it would be a great match, but a Mania match, I just don't know. Roman Reigns, he kind of needs to assert his dominance back from being such a brute force these past fucking 3 years. Loses the championship, leaves, he comes back. He rebels against Solo Sikoa when it comes to the bloodline, and it was a pretty entertaining story. I don't really see it pushing Roman Reigns too much, but he has that credibility because he's done it before. He's won the Royal Rumble. I think he's won it twice, or I think he's only won it once. I feel like I would have known if he won it twice. But I can see Roman Reigns really winning it twice. That would solidify him as one of the greatest wrestlers ever when you combine his championship reign / dominance, 2-time Royal Rumble winner with 2 completely different situations going on with the WWE. It just really can elevate him to be one of the greats. And he needs to go against Gunther. Well, that's the thing. I feel like if he did win the Rumble, he's not going to he's not going to go against Gunther. He's going to get back his belt against Cody Rhodes. And now that I think about that, I don't know if I would want that. Actually, just because I don't want a three-peat of the two. I don't know, I'm not really against. No, I am against three-peats. Actually, I want something entertaining. I want something more. And if you have Roman win it and he go against Cody, then it's like a double-edged sword. You have Cody win, then Roman Reigns is just kind of irrelevant, essentially. If you have Roman win, then we're just fucking back at what we started with. But that's kind of I'm contradicting myself because I said I want Roman to have that kind of power, but I don't want it to be against Cody Rhodes. And then Cody Rhodes, it's just a mess. It really is just kind of a mess. And John Cena. John Cena. It's going to be his last Royal Rumble. He is doing what he can this year to make the most of it. And I feel like John Cena definitely deserves it. With all that he's impacted with the WWE, has made WWE what it is right now because of him. and because of his work ethic being influenced by a whole bunch of other wrestlers, he needs a championship. But I don't see him winning the Royal Rumble. And that's only because really I feel like it just needs to go to somebody else. And I feel like John Cena could weave his way into a storyline, you know, to get another kind of championship match. Hell, I could see him getting a championship match at fucking Mania. Probably against... I'd like to see Gunther. I really would like to see Gunther. I feel like that a John Cena Gunther match. I don't know if I'd have John Cena win. You know, let's kind of push Gunther. Let's kind of make him a big guy. Because lately his championship reign has kind of sucked. But I also could just see a world of Cena winning the Rumble and also challenging Gunther and beating Gunther. Like, it's definitely plausible. I'm just not sure if that's just really... I wouldn't want to say wasting the Royal Rumble, but... John Cena can get his way in a championship match really, really easy. Really, really easy. I don't think he needs to win the Rumble to do that. But who's going to win? Who do I think's going to win this fucking match? Who do I think? Fuck it. I already talked about his injuries. Seth Rollins is going to win the Rumble. Seth Rollins is going to challenge Cody Rhodes again. Or Gunther. Either way. Both of those are going to be kick-ass matches. Without a doubt. There's going to be a buttload of surprises on here, I feel like. Especially with WWE and TNA kind of being the same company, essentially. WWE is like Big Bro to TNA. So they're going to have some TNA stars showing up. Without a doubt, I think Joe Hendry is going to make an appearance because that's going to be a huge pop. A huge pop. But you also could have Nick Nesmith, a.k.a. Dolph Ziggler, making an appearance. Just for the pop, bro. Same with the Hardys, Jeff and Matt. I feel like they can make an appearance just for the pop. That's not necessarily saying they're going to make a return to WWE, neither would Joe Hendry, but just like a little appearance. Like, some TNA stars are definitely going to show up. I could see Trick Williams from NXT showing up, especially if him and Carmelo kind of had a little moment. I think that would be pretty sick. Randy Orton is without a doubt going to make a return. I can bet my house on that. I just feel like it does just make sense. It's perfect for him to return is at the Rumble. But yeah. I guess that's it. I don't know really what much more I have to talk about as far as the Rumble goes. So I got DIY winning. I have Cody Rhodes winning. My final pick's Io Sky. And Seth freaking Rollins. Yeah, that's it. That is it.